Hi, and welcome to day 4 of BOGOs in the US. Excited to be with you. This duo today is ultra refreshing, cleansing, powerful. I use them all the time, and I am going to be stocking up, that's for sure. Purify, if you purchase Purify 15 ml, you get a limited edition 15 ml Clementine, which is not able to be bought normally. So this is an incredible gift that we get to have this. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Giada. I'm a diamond with doTERRA, and I love focusing on the emotional aspects of the oils as well as the physical. So whenever I do any type of education, I of course talk about the physical benefits because we love using them for natural health, but I really talk about the energetic aspects. So that's what we're up to today. And these two are some pretty heavy hitters. Now, they're also very great if you want to start living a toxin-free living. So I say that because there's a lot of talk about chemical-free cleaners and what to use, what not to use, and really the less of the artificial fragrance that you can have around you, the better it is for your immune system, the better it is for your hormonal balance, for all of your cells really to be healthy. We found that we have an increase, or we're seeing in the world today, there's an increase in a lot of diseases that weren't there 20, 30, 40 years ago, simply because of the artificial fragrance that is having such an impact on our immune system, on our hormonal balance, and it's weighing down our livers, spleens, kidneys, that then can't do the functions that they need to do. So have your things that you love doing, but swap out where you can. And this is where these come in super handy, especially Purify. So the physical aspects of, also called the cleansing blend, it's a proprietary blend from doTERRA. It's mixed with lime, lemon, Siberian fir, citronella, melaleuca, which is tea tree, and cilantro. And what it's really great for is anything airborne, anything bacterial, if there's any bugs, if you're having any type of pus or anything that needs to be cleansed of the skin, you can put it directly on the skin. If you're having issues around the ears with pressure in the ears, you can put it behind the ear, in front of the ear, all the way down the vagus nerve. You never want to put the oil into the ear. That's not a good idea. Any skin ulcers, anything where there's pus, anything that needs to be cleaned, you can put it neat onto the skin. It's an incredible air freshener. So if you are one of those people that love your air Glade plugins, hopefully you're not, and hopefully you've already made that switch, because that's one of the most toxic things you can have in your home. So we're breathing all this stuff in, and if it's an artificial fragrance, it's actually wreaking havoc on your lungs, and you want your lungs to be really strong, especially with what's going on in the world at the moment. So air freshener, you can just add 10 drops of this straight into a glass bottle with some water and spray as needed. If you want to disinfect, you can also add some alcohol in there. So about 20 drops into a spray bottle, fill with water and 1 tablespoon of alcohol. Then you can use it to disinfect surfaces. You can even throw some On Guard in there if you'd like to do that. For laundry, you can mix 4 to 5 drops into your laundry detergent. If you buy one that's for sensitive skin, without, we have the On Guard one, but if you don't purchase that one, if you buy one that's just free of any fragrance, this is amazing. It also keeps your machine clean because it's actually cleansing all of that residue on the inside. Anywhere where there's molds, mildew, that congregation or there could be, even on walls, you can wipe it. But also inside of a washing machine or dishwasher, you can put a couple of drops and run a circle, and it will cleanse all of that out, which you might not be able to see with the eye, but it's forming underneath. Also, for deodorant, you can put 1 or 2 drops directly on your arm, under your armpit if you're not sensitive skin. Otherwise, I would mix it with coconut oil or mix it with like one of those tubes that you can get where you can actually make your own. If you do have sensitive skin, then be careful with this one because it does have some spice in there. You never want to put it on and go out into the sunlight just because of the citronella, the lime, and the lemon. It will make you photosensitive. So if you put it on anywhere on your body, under the feet is fine to go into the sun, but nowhere on the surface of the skin. There is a shoe deodorant mix that I really love. It's 4 drops of the cleansing blend Purify. You put 8 drops tea tree, 8 drops lavender, and 4 tablespoons baking soda, 4 tablespoons cornstarch, and you mix it all together in an airtight container. And then with those stinky workout shoes or whatever that's like gym equipment that's smelly, you can lightly powder it over, let it sit overnight, and then the next day brush it off, empty it out, or vacuum it, whatever you prefer. So those are the physical aspects of Purify. The emotional aspect, when you're thinking about an oil such as this, it's very purifying and uplifting. This also works in our emotions. So when we're weighed down with negativity, also in a space, we talked about lemongrass earlier this week. Lemongrass is incredible to clean a space. I love mixing Purify and lemongrass because Purify is really one for negative emotions. Anyone that's got negative energy in space, it's an amazing space cleaner. If you're a healer of any sort, if you are a practitioner of any sort, and you have a practice where you have people come in and they're dumping all their stuff, whether you're a massage therapist or an emotional therapist, right? Any type of practitioner, they're basically dumping all of the stuff, but that stays in the space. You must clean the space energetically in between each client. Also yourself, before you go home at night, you don't want to be having all of that stuff. So there is one that you could put I call it no energy vampire blend. And you do 4 drops of the Purify, you do 2 drops of tea tree. I like to do 2 drops of lemongrass in there, and then 1 drop of Melissa, because Melissa is the oil of light and it just blasts all of that high vibration in there. When you're looking at high vibrational oils, rose is really at the top and frankincense, Melissa is right there. It is so high frequency that when you're cleansing out, you want to put the high frequency in to lift your body up. So that's what I love. Just to go into it a little bit deeper with the Purify, it revitalizes our energy system and it really washes away the negative influences around us. If someone has been weighed down with habits, it's hard to change if it's thick, right? There's just that feeling of like, I can't move. So this one is one that's going to be cathartic. This is a cathartic oil. You use it, it's cleansing out that stuff that's keeping you stuck so that you can move forward. Also with receiving, I have a lot of clients that come to me, well, I want to work on abundance. I want to work on receiving. The first step is to clean out all the stuff that no longer serves you. Because if you're trying to put in on top of that, energetically, you're already full, there's not going to be that much room. It is important to, with this one, energetically clean out, empty out some of those thought patterns, the habits, the physical things that you're not even consciously aware of. They're just weighing down the weight. You need to clean that out. And then you have all this space available to fill out with abundance, thoughts, energy, finances, love, new apartment, whatever that abundant energy is that you want to call in, you need to make space for it, correct? So that's really it. You also, when you're looking at an energetic aspect, energetic vampires, they're just filled with microorganisms that you can clean in the air. So with what's happening in the world right now, there's a lot of fear. That's a thick energy that has a lot of microorganisms. It's a breeding ground for virus and bacteria. When you're diffusing this, you're supporting yourself not only energetically to stay high vibrant, but you're supporting yourself energetically to also get rid of all of the microorganisms that are floating around in the air, which we all want to protect ourselves from. Finally, if you do get bit or stung, now I'm talking both emotionally and physically, like if you get a bee sting, if you get a mosquito bite, put that right on there and it will clean out the pus or the venom from the bee or from the mosquito. If you get stung emotionally, rather than sitting in it and dwelling, this one, by diffusing it, you can really move through it and get to the lessons a lot faster. So we've had some beautiful oils this whole week about learning the lessons. This one is one that's just going to come in and chop, chop, chop. And then the other ones are going to be gentle to let you figure out, well, what was it that went wrong in the first place? Or why did I attract this? It's all happening for us, but why did it happen? What was it that I needed to learn? So that instead of it taking a month, 6 months, a year, and you're in the same place a year from now, you can speed that process up gently with your body and feel more complete, more free. So that's Purify. I talked a lot about it. You can tell I love it. When you purchase that today, you get a Clementine for free. Clementine is sourced in Brazil. It is very, very high in limonene. It's a hybrid between the mandarin and the sweet orange, and it is incredibly healing for our immune system. It's very good for the immune system, digestive system, and also our nervous system. Because it's so high in limonene, it's very supportive, very restoring. And it is an oil, if you're thinking about any of the citrus oils, it's uplifting for the mood. But this one, when you're diffusing it, it's going to bring in the sweetness of the abundance and of the play and really the restoring element. So you can even combine these two together. You clean out and you put in the sweetness and the lightness and all of the fun stuff. Any of the citrus oils, like I said, are very uplifting to the mood. So this one, because of the way it works with the nervous system, it's going to balance you and it's going to support you in moving through difficult times in general, but also allow you to have some of that creativity come in. Because it's a hybrid, you have mix of things. This one also allows you to do multiple things in one go. So it's not just, okay, go for this and have focus like the lemon oil, or it's not just like the joy that the lime brings. This one really allows you to be multifaceted. It's a hybrid. And we are hybrids as people. We have duality. We have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Now, many of our careers are not just linear, right? Like, and especially during these past couple of years with COVID, people have had to reinvent themselves. So this could be a hybrid between what you know and what you've always loved, so that you actually get to form a relationship inside of that and really playing and experimenting. So those are the two oils that I love, love, love. With any citrus oil, you can put it in the water, drink it. It's great for your digestive system. You can put it in a capsule or taste it with some sparkling water. And you can put a couple of cranberries in there or raspberries, make like a really fresh sparkling water, clementine, and the raspberries gives a really, really nice kind of mocktail feel. I like it. Also, I made a really beautiful smoothie this morning with mango and pineapple and the vegan protein mix, and I put a drop of clementine in there. It was so refreshing. So there's a lot you can do with it. Of course, any surface you can cleanse with it, and also air freshener. Pop it in with the Purify. It smells delicious, just full of abundant energy. So we will check in with you tomorrow, the last BOGO of the week. It's an exciting one. It's one that I'll be sure to dive into also. It's got lots of good energetic value. And it's been so great to connect with you so much this week. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for all of the interaction. It's been wonderful. And I hope you've learned a lot. That's what we really aim to do all the time, is really teach so that you can feel free in your life, that you can use these, have them as tools alongside creating the life that you dream of. So thanks very much. We'll check in tomorrow.